Holy snapping duck shit.
My good mate from Bump and Run Booker joins us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot nanny.
Hey everyone, welcome along to Trackside with Kokpit, brought to you by GARAGE16. Kinser and Booker wrapping up what has been a big week is the build-up to the TWS, PTS Logistics SuperStock Teams Nationals up there at Prestige Pools, Waikaraka Park up there in Auckland, Friday, Saturday. Good evening, Booker.
Good evening, mate. Yeah, it's been a fun build-up this week and a fun build-up last week for the stock car teams. It's been a great couple of weeks, isn't it? Just having a bit of fun and a great weeks for weekend racing on the weekend at Miani, and all the teams and all the boys that we've talked to this week have been full of enthusiasm and a bit of a laugh, and had some real fun, haven't we, really, you know?
Yeah, we really have actually, and just spread around in the fast drivers that we've had over the last few weeks, just sharing that love around when it comes to their teams, obviously, and this is the big one for a lot of them as well. Some of the drivers obviously making their debuts, 6-car introduction to the event as well. And it's not just only Superstar Teams Nationals. You will see too up on their Facebook page on the actual Prestige Pools Waikaraka Family Speedway Facebook page. You'll see the information now on the drivers who are going to turn up on Friday racing the Super Saloons, and the drivers list for the Auckland Modified Champs, and the drivers list for Saturday for the Auckland Street Stock Champs. So I'll tell you what, get your bum trackside and enjoy what is going to be a big weekend. Remain positive, and let's hope the weather doesn't turn up to affect the weekend. We've had fun doing the build-up. We're looking for the fun on the track as well. And look, if you can't make it, Video Hub will be doing an awesome live stream.
Yeah. Now, listen, you know, some of these people out there are already having a go. You know, if you don't want to complain about the stream that's streaming, hop in your car and drive to a track, put your bum on the seats and support the club. It's the easiest way. Otherwise, you get what you get and just watch it and enjoy yourself. You're going to upset yourself more by bitching and moaning than just driving there and watching it, Akins. But if things don't go to plan this weekend, of course, for the racing, if the weather kicks in or whatever, or if you're early into Auckland on Friday or Saturday, Rush Sim Racing and the Emotion Simulators. Go and see them. They're doing a big thing this weekend. They've been a supporter of us at Kokpit here. They're going to be on our new jackets. So, along with a few other supporters that have supported us this season. So that's old Craig Chatfield. That's him, Rush Sim Racing. Go there Friday, Saturday. I think they're in Botany. Are they, kids? Botany? Is it Botany? I think it is.
Yeah. Something like that. They're in a big place with flash machines.
Yeah, but you can look them up on the Facebook or the Google. Those two things will help you. But yeah, they're supposed to be doing some special stuff this weekend too. So yeah, go check out Rush Sim Racing for motion simulators. I say a motion simulator would be pretty sick no matter what you're doing, isn't it? Really. I remember watching, mate, when the COVID was on and they had those the V8 E series, and they had Marcus Ambrose who built his own motion simulator. They showed a video of him when it rolled or something. It near broke his neck and rolled him out of the bloody sim. Oh, shit, it was funny.
Yeah, no, you're right. It is entertainment galore. So check it out. Tirako Drive Botany up there in Auckland, 490. Info at rushsimracing.co.nz. Like you say, Facebook, and also the website has all the information, everything around costings, and Friday's going to be the day. So go along and check it out, especially for those making the big journey up to Auckland, to the big city of sales, to check out the teams. Nationals.
It's not too bad of a drive either, kids, from Botany to Waikaraka, because I used to live in Botany and travelled to Waikaraka all the times. Well, that was probably 20 years ago, but maybe it might be probably a bit worse now.
It's changed up there. Just get from a normal suburb to another suburb these days. And actually, we got two boys from the Allstars who will be able to, actually one of them will be able to clarify with us. Gary Lonergan is just one of those things, you know. I'd hate to. I'm lucky what I do with with my family and my sports commitments down here. But up there, mate, if you're going to get to a game and play on the other side of Auckland, you're leaving home at 7 o'clock to get to your game, maybe by 10, something stupid like that. Your whole day's pretty well buggered. But anyway, that's another thing we can talk about, but it's all focused on the last two teams who are wrapping up the build-up. They join us, the Baypark Busters and the Auckland Allstars, mate.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's really exciting. I'm not going to make it this weekend, unfortunately, but Kins will be there and chatting up a storm, no doubt, with everybody. And it's going to be epic, mate. Every time I've been to Waikaraka's teams, it's just been epic, mate. Like it never disappoints, does it?
Nah, definitely not. And hey, it's the end of the season, so every single driver that's going to turn up will put themselves out there on the line, not to be, get really hurt or anything, because the off season's just around the corner. Dave Thomas, good to have you on the show. Aaron Ferguson, Tyler Ingram, Ian Wilson, Cody Mack, Buddy Goodley, Mark Goodman, Steve McDonald. Hope you're getting better, mate. Flynn Ashton, Peter Rose, Elias Dykstra, Regan O'Brien, Harry Jurgen, Stu Russell, Tracy Vincent in there as well. Time to get a haircut and a new rinse counselor. Yeah, I will be, mate. I will be. I'm due to go in the bloody barbers, the old Mad Cuts barbers in Pyro tomorrow. Catch up with the boys. Up the All-Stars, cheer boys. Woohoo. It was good to catch up last Saturday, Booker. That's
Wayne Stewart.
mate.
Yeah, good to catch up with Wayne again. Yeah, awesome. Hopefully catch up for a beer sometime soon with Wayne. But it's awesome. It was good to talk to a lot of people, actually, Kins, at Miani. It was good fun. Good fun.
Yeah, hard out of this, mate. It's always good fun. And anyway, this is what we're here to talk about. Oh, what happened there?
What have you done?
You removed that. Where we go? Where we've got to go? Which one we got to go?
There you go. Done it now. Now do it, Kins. Oh, you moved it to the wrong one.
Oh.
Hang on, I'll fix it. Now go. There you go.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it's
Teamwork makes the dream work, eh, mate?
That's the one. That's the one. Anyway, let's, where are we? Click, click, click. Let's go that one, and let's bring, and these boys, where are we? Ross Ashby, Luke Alderdice. So there we go. A couple of the boys, one of the Busters, and management. Man that knows Busters inside and out for I don't know how many bloody years.
How are you, team?
Evening, boys.
Yeah, sweet, man.
I can still hardly hear you, fellas. It must be a setting at your end, Booker.
I got no
We
settings.
tried 3 phones and I can only just hear you.
Oh, all right. Just tricking. Right?
No, there's nothing
anyway, Luke,
there.
nothing. Yeah, I don't know what it is. But can you hear us, Horse, if we talk to you like this? You can just hear
Yeah, I
us?
can just hear you. We'll see how it goes. I'm only here to fucking as Luke's wingman anyway.
All right, mate. All right. Luke, mate, you'll be excited. Outstanding looking car behind you.
Yeah, 100%. Excited, nervous, understatement, eh?
What was it like, though, when you got the call up, bro? Honestly.
Oh, it was a dream come true. Grew up looking at the Busters and got the opportunity to get into SuperStocks this year, thanks to Mark Dickey. And then, stuck my name in the hat, and here we are.
So what is the background when it comes to you with Speedway? Are you like many others started at mini stocks, or how did you get introduced to Speedway?
Yeah, my granddad put me into a mini stock, so did the whole mini stock gig, and then I was fortunate enough to get a drive in the stock car for a couple of years, and then had a couple of years off, and then got the opportunity to jump in the super. So, and then here we are today. So
yeah. Oh, awesome, bro. Awesome. Look, that's cool. And I'm guessing too, individual, we'll talk about this stuff with how your racings are going individual, but the car behind you looks $1 million, bro. You'll be pretty stoked, Des, and you're looking forward to getting racing out there on Friday, see what happens in the eliminations, and maybe on Saturday, eh?
Yeah, definitely. That looks pretty good in the orange, I reckon. But definitely looking forward to it, and just hope the weather plays ball and we can get into it.
Yeah, mate.
I just say, kids, it looks like Horses has frozen. course, if you're frozen and the sound is struggling, it might be your internet connection. Maybe switch to your mobile and get off your Wi-Fi if you can hear me, and try that.
You go to your data, bro.
Go to your data instead of your Wi-Fi, and that'll probably fix your problem. If you can hear me, he's good.
There he is.
There we go. Yeah.
Wingman's gone.
Did you hear what I said then?
Back. I can hear you now, yeah.
Yeah, is that on your data?
No, it's your end, bro. Sort your end out.
Hey, we're just having a quick chat with Luke Horse. Obviously, you wouldn't have caught much of that, but this young man's excited, bro, to get a debut for the Busters. You know, he's done mini stock cars, obviously in the SuperStock. He's just excited, eh?
Yeah, mate. It's good to have Luke in there. Yeah, he's had a good season. He's been going real well. And I mean, we're always going to give him a run. And we had a bit of a chat to him like a couple of weeks ago, and he was fizzling, ready to go. So yeah, no, so it'd be awesome to have him out there. He's fast. So hopefully he can get out there and win some races for us.
Yeah. Mate, you've been doing the teams gig for many years these days. Obviously a veteran when it comes to teams racing, whether it's the Busters, Nilo and the Rebels back in your day. But mate, you know, it's just good to see you guys like yourself and Kerry, the experienced guys still in there, but give these young ones the opportunity, eh?
Yeah, well, that's what it's all about. I mean, we've been trying to chase up some young fellas and get them in there. And now we've got a good batch of sort of 8 or 9 guys really now. So we're just going to start bringing them through, and then yeah, one day Kerry's going to have to shuffle aside and let them do their thing.
How long you reckon Kerry's got it in the game, mate? How many more years? I know he wants to get the elusive, 30 at Palmy, but how many more years? Honestly, 3, 4, 5 more years, maybe?
Oh, I don't know. That's up to him. I mean, as long as he keeps performing and keep doing his job and that, I mean, he do go as long as he wants to go, I guess. But he's definitely got some guys chomping at his heels now. So, and there's a couple of other possibles we might have in next season too. So, yeah, it's up to Kerry really. But yeah, we'll just keep using our top 5 at the moment and see how things go.
All right. Just go back to last weekend. Baypark was the big finale. You had a huge turnout of SuperStocks there.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, there was a good 25 cars there. But yeah, no, that's the good thing about Baypark is at the moment is SuperStocks are on a bit of a high, so we're getting some good cars there and having some good meetings. Yeah, it's been good. Yeah.
Wicked horse. Okay, going back to you, Luke, there, you can jump in there now in regards to that last meeting. Good to see big numbers there and put on the action and use the bumpers, eh?
Yeah, definitely. No, it was good. I had a bit of a average first race, had a few things that I struggled with the track and a bit of a push, but I think everyone had that same issue. So, but no, we got the hang of it and went out and ran a couple of good races and yeah, got amongst it, eh? So
how has the season for you individually been so far today? Luke, how's the season been so far?
Yeah, it's been all right. We've had a bit of a rocky start, obviously getting used to the car and all the rest of it, but we got on second for the New Zealand's in the 3rd tier, and stood on the podium with Elias. That was, pretty good. Got to line up at the 240s. That's a dream come true. And yeah, just a couple of individual races that we've done and got a couple of checkers, and yeah, it's been a pretty cool season really.
Yeah, that's cool, mate. Good on you. Good to talk about how you've developed in your individual races. But now, though, mate, it's that number that's next to that 77. You're representing the Mount. You got your teammates next to you, and still got the job to do at hand this coming weekend.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely keen to get amongst it with the boys and be a part of the team. So far, it's been pretty good with all the meetings and stuff that we've had and getting to know everyone a little bit better. But yeah, we'll see if we can go and make some magic happen.
Yeah, exactly. When you talk magic, mate, you know, you've got Ross sitting next to you who's done teams for a long time, bringing that experience now in that management type of role. But you've got Kerry that's done like a million teams races. You've got Elias in your team as well, who's just been crowned the North Island champ in Rotors. And then, of course, yourself, Todd. And, mate, the team's in pretty good hands, eh?
Yeah, definitely. There's no doubt about that. So see what the boys can put together and work out.
Yeah, that's right. Dylan Towler's in there as well. And, man, it's not a bad young bloody team, eh? Horse, when you think of these young names I've just rambled off there, like Dylan, Luke, Todd, Elias, it builds a good future for the Busters.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, like I said, all these young fellas coming through, and Elias has become a real leader in the team. You know, on and off the track, you know, he shows how it's done on the track, and he's become a bit of a real good leader in the background. I sort of bounced quite a bit of stuff off Elias. And yeah, like Todd and Luke and Dylan, you know, all young fellas, and they've all been racing hard and fast, good gear.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then we've got Kerry and also, you know, Ryan Hunt. Ryan Hunt's Mr. Reliable for us. Yeah, so he's in there. And yeah, I mean, like I say, there's a couple of extras we're looking at for next season. I'll let them say that when they're ready. But yeah, so there's a good bunch of eight good cars here now that we've got to choose from. And yeah, I mean, we haven't had that for a long time. Even back when in our Busters heyday, we only ever had sort of 5 guys to pick from. So and it's just like rugby, you know. Like if you've got a lot of people fighting for spots, it just lifts everybody and makes them race better, you know. So if next season we got 6 spots to choose and 9 cars, that's going to be good. 3 guys are going to miss out, so everybody's got to do their thing, and yeah, it'll be awesome. Yeah, get the Busters back on top.
Yeah. Obviously, you've been on top with the Busters over the many years you've raced in teams, and obviously your experience can only roll out to these young ones coming on through, and these others, like you say in the background, just itching to get out there and do teams and represent the M. Let's talk about the Bulldogs, mate, because I know you've done a bit of help behind the scenes with the Bulldogs team. For a lot of fans of that stock car team to see Baypark represented again, maybe at the New Zealand's or just recently down at the Peter Barry's, mate, that's just huge, especially for the stock car class out of Baypark.
Yeah, well, Bryce Carr's got to take a lot of credit for that, for the New Zealand one, because he's the one that pushed it for a week out from it and got that team together. And I was actually talking to his dad, and he was like, "Oh, Horse, you know, you reckon you could give Bryce a hand?" And that, so I sort of jumped in that week, and I went up and spent the weekend with them, and they were just fizzing and committed and really wanted to be there, and really wanted to win a race, you know. And then of course they went out and won against Kiki. It just lifted their whole mannerisms again. I think the secret with them was that they just really wanted to be there, really wanted to win. And now, I mean, I never went to the Barries with them, but they had I think 2 wins down there again as well. And I think it will lift the stock car class, because there's a lot of guys that are racing stock cars now that weren't that keen at the start of the year, and they're all starting to show some interest now. So it's got to be. And it's got to be, you know, it may end up helping the Busters out if we start getting some good stock cars at Baypark and they're doing some good teams racing. You know, one day they might step up like Luke did, you know. So that's all good for Baypark.
It can only be good going forward, Books? Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say that the Bulldogs at the Peter Barry's did themselves so proud. I mean, and they were amped, man. Their supporters were amped. Their crews were amped. Because I got to talk to a few of them after races and stuff, you know, with the interviews, and mate, Horse, they were humming, man, and they were very, very proud. The whole club can be proud of that team. It really, really did perform, and they looked like a good team on track. Just a little luck sometimes has to go your way, you know, with teams racing, as you know. Yeah. Well, I think probably five of 6 of those cars, Bulldog cars, they weren't even registered at Baypark at the start of the season, and now they are, and they're there to stay. So no, it's good.
Like, you know, when you listen to what Horse is talking about there with the many vast years of experience through teams racing, and of course you got Kerry who's in the team as well, you can only feed from that experience and hope develop yourself individually, and especially to get teams ready. You're very, very lucky to have that in the team?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you've got a couple of guys to fall back on and ask questions, and even the likes of Elias and even like Todd and Dylan, like, you know, they've been in the team and done a few teams races themselves, and it's quite good for the newcomer to come and ask some questions, and you know, it's makes the nerves settle a little bit better. But yeah.
What about aside from these two guys who have got experience in the team? Because I know there's another associate that's always alongside with yous that's done many racings and teams in the years gone by. I'm guessing, you know, with his feedback into where you're traveling as an individual driver, but getting prepared for teams, you're very lucky to have that behind you as well and supporting you.
Oh, 100%. Mark's been a huge part of this season and is going to continue. But it's more just listening to everyone, what they got to say, taking it all in, and hopefully we can take something from it and go and run some races. But even just down to the car, the setup with, you know, Todd's pretty cool with the helping us set the car up every weekend, and just the whole team at MD Motorsport that we've got here. It's just unreal. Like, we're all down here after work every night of the week, punching out a bit of work on the cars and stuff, you know. But yeah, I just overwhelmed, really, I suppose.
Yeah, I was thinking that because, you know, having Mark Dickey there and, you know, the name Dickey and Buster's been around for such a long time. You're going to ask Sonny Books?
Yeah, well, I was just going to say to him, you know, like we talk about lack of sleep from late nights in the shed. Is this week just is it lack of sleep from just sitting there when you go to bed with everything going through your head with excitement of this weekend, mate? Oh,
yeah, definitely. A couple of slaps on the missus. I'm sitting there watching videos on my phone and just, you know, talking to mates, and it's, roll over and it's 1 o'clock. Holy shit.
So you doing the old watching some in-car videos and footage of teams racing, are you, to sort of look at things and sort of figure out ways to do things?
Yeah, definitely. And with the technology these days, there's, you know, cameras here, there and everywhere that's watching what we do, and it's good to see what others do and how they do it, and even to look back at yourself and be like, oh, I did that, you know, I could probably change what I did there, or, you know, and just helps you improve that little bit more. It's quite handy.
It's quite hard case, Horse. You know how this technology is coming to play. Like Luke said, there's cameras everywhere. A lot of these drivers have spoken to, especially over this week, some of them watched YouTube clips back in the day, mate. We couldn't do that, or you couldn't do that, because no one had cameras, and you only had VHS players back in the day, bro. So video players, we're old school.
Okay,
but, carry on.
You there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Where's
Yeah.
it going again? Yeah, I mean, it's all leaving me behind anyway. As you can see, I can hardly operate anything as it is, mate. So I just hang in there, eh?
Yeah.
But no, it is good. I suppose like the in-car stuff's pretty cool, eh? You can sit back and watch your races, and especially if you're doing a team race, you know, a lot of the in-car stuff's quite handy to go back and watch, eh?
Yeah, hard out, mate. Hard out. John Northover, welcome, mate. Amron, good to have you on the show. Hadley Dixon, he's always going hunting with the Bulldogs. Michael Patty's on the show. Thomas Jr. Hurunui. Richard Mason, Wayne Knowlton, Michael Rose, Craig Chatfield, Wayne Slater, Cody Locker, Carl Carpendale, Tyler Murdoch, just to run off a few more names that are on the show watching. Luke, mate, I know you're counting down the sleeps, and as Booker alluded to, I bet you're having some restless nights. You're doing a lot of work in the shed. After this weekend, have you got anything planned for you to race individually?
Nah, not at this stage for individual. I think we're gonna probably call it a year after teams, and just have a bit of a picnic day for the sponsors and all the rest of it. But it's just probably have a quiet off season.
Well, is it quite, mate, or what do you actually do in the off season? Do you play any other sports or get out and about?
I watch your online RC racing and stuff.
Yeah.
Jump on and watch your videos. But
Yeah.
no, I would try and do a bit of camping and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Bit of four-wheel driving. Go and get the old cruiser stuck in the mud somewhere and then pull the tent out because can't be bothered getting it out. But other than that, well, I know I'm sure the missus will find something for us to do.
Yeah. That's good, mate. Good on you. Good on you. And that's what it's about, Horse? You know, these young guys getting ready, race ready during the season, but also knowing there's other stuff they can do during the off season. I know you will catch up at the rugby field watching the local or United team around the traps. Me, yourself, and Adele. But that's just something we do in the off season, eh?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I'll get into. I'm going to go and do Huntley's final meeting on the 27th. And then we'll just get into the rugby, and I've only done like 8 meetings, so my car should be pretty. I won't have to do much on it over the winter, so yeah, just get the winter out of the way and start another season of it, I guess. Yeah, and I'll give these guys a little bit of a rest from my nagging, and around August we'll probably start getting back into some busters meetings and start pushing along and try and get try and start getting more organised again for next year. So Pollocks are coming back on board again. So yeah, myself and Wayne and Thomas will start getting organised again, and yeah,
Wicked.
we'll be into it.
Yeah. No, it's been a hell of a season. I know you've been up and down the countryside, same with Luke and many of the drivers that we've spoken to over the season we've had. We've had a pretty full-on season, Books, and we just ain't bloody stopped, mate. We just haven't stopped.
Yeah, it's been a busy one. I expect next year's probably going to be busy as well. But, it's been fun, though, being able to support these tracks and support the drivers and promote everything as much as we have. It's been really enjoyable, mate. We've got no hidden agendas. We just go out and do something because we love doing it, And I hope the people have enjoyed watching us so far this season and getting up to some antics that we have done as well, mate, So it's been good. And having these guys on to talk about teams racing and letting all the fans know, how they feel about teams and what they do. And like young Luke there, he's chomping at the bit, man. You can see it. He's moving around and fidgeting all the time. You can tell he's ready to go. He wants to get in there, put that bloody visor down, let that red mist take over and do it, Luke?
Yeah, man, definitely.
Yeah. Hey, have you got any merch or anything, Busters merch left over, Horse? All gone?
Oh, we've got a little bit here, but it's pretty scattered in sizes and stuff. We'll just take it all up. We actually we had a good sellout of our merch. We were going to redo some, but it's quite a big expense, and we were sort of like, we didn't really want to be left with a heap of 24 merch going into next season. So we decided, we'll just try and get rid of what we got, and then whatever we got left, we'll just probably sell at a reduced price or whatever, just to try and clean it out and then do another thing up for next year. Yeah, the merch has been quite a big job. I don't know if Adele will smile next year when I say we're going to do it again, because Adele's been doing it all on her own, and it's been quite a big mish for her, just sending it out and gathering all the money and all that sort of stuff. So, but no, it's all good. It's something you got to do, eh?
Yeah. You still got your bus, mate, or still on the market?
No, I've still got it. It's good, the old bus, but it's just the downside of driving it and stuff like that. I was getting a bit pissed off with driving it, so I decided I was going to sell it. But I think we'll probably just keep it and just spend a bit of money and tidy her up. Yeah, it's pretty sociable.
Yeah, it sure is. Hey, Sean Cooper, Scott Honeybone, Caleb J. Miller. Actually, young Caleb had a bit of a pedal last weekend at Baypark. Samuel Ashton. Hey, Sam, how you going, mate? Heaps of development there at Rotorua on the track, or the facility anyway. It's all bloody changing, evolving, as everyone can see all over social media. Anything else you want to say, Luke, before we say see you later and see you on Friday?
Oh, cheers. Just cheers for getting us on and having a yarn, I suppose. It's good.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, nothing wrong with the yarn. And you head up Friday morning, I'm guessing?
yeah, we'll head up Friday morning and meet up with the boys up there, and then we'll shoot to the playground and we'll have a go.
The playground, the playground, eh?
And you head through Friday morning as well, Horse?
Yeah, mate. Yeah. We've got one little slight change to our team. Not driver, but car. Ryan had a little bit of a drama with his car at Baypark last week, so dropped the dry sump belt. So he's a bit concerned about his engine. So we've actually got Ryan Hunt and Wayne Slater's car now. So we had Ryan over at Waii Beach track today, doing a run in it, and it was like he'd been racing it for 4 seasons. He was honking in it. So that's another thing, thanks, big thanks to Wayne Slater. Ryan came and saw me at the meeting and said, I've dropped my dry sump belt, and the next person to talk was Wayne, and he just said, take my car to team. So for them to do that's pretty cool. So that's one little slight change. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Ryan goes in that. He was smoking it today at Waii Beach, so it'll be pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh, wicked. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool, eh? And we talk about the Speedway family all the time, Box. And look, there's just another one that puts you right on the top of the scale, mate. The generosity of drivers out there to offer cars and put them into an event like this weekend, TWS, PTS, Logistics, Teams, Nationals. That's pretty bloody cool, man. That's cool. And yeah, that's what it's all about. Well, boys, hey, thanks for joining us. Safe travels on Friday. Fingers crossed the weather doesn't turn to shit and we get to see some action on Friday and Saturday. Eh? Cheers,
what about
boys.
sponsors too, kids?
Anyone got sponsors? Want to say it?
Oh, yeah, we've only really got the buses have only actually got 5 sponsors, but they're bloody good sponsors, and they've been here. Like going back a few years now. So obviously our main one is Pollock Cranes. Then we've got D&B Construction. So that's little Dave that drives the 777H. That's his business. Metal Co. The J Swap Contractors and Ashby Engineering. But aside from our sponsors, I just want to thank our crews and families, because behind the scenes, teams racing is a massive event, and it takes more than the 5 or 6 drivers. We got crew. Every car's got like 10 crew. Then we've got all our families and wives and that in the background cooking meals and doing stuff and opening cans of beer and all that sort of stuff for everyone. And yeah, it's just a massive, as all the other teams will know, it's a massive thing, teams racing, and the help that we get is probably, there's probably 60, 70, 80 people behind in the buses that everybody's doing something. So the main thing tonight is just to thank our crews and families and everybody in the pits and behind the scenes, eh?
Yeah, 100%, mate. It's a huge effort, and yeah, appreciate that what you've done there, because that's a lot of things that people don't realize when you sit there as a spectator. There is a lot of hype of activity that carries on in the pits, and it's not just the crews working on cars. There's all this other stuff that carries on, making sure the boys are fed, got drinks and everything like that. There is just a whole lot of work. So there you go. Next time,
it's something that I when we have our team tactic talks, and that is something Luke would know. I drum it into the boys. We're not just racing. You're not just racing for yourself, you're racing for 70 or 80 people that are there supporting us, and it's not just us that wins a race, it's everybody, and it's not just us that's disappointed to lose a race, it's everybody as well. So, you just gotta remember that, and just remember that you're not just doing it for yourself, it's for 80 odd people.
Yeah. Yeah, and then, of course, you've got your staunch fans that have been supportive for so many years. They side on the track at home or at home watching the stream as well, or at the bloody track. So, yeah, it is huge. It is massive. So, thanks for sharing all of that. Appreciate your time, boys. Luke, Horse, and safe travels to Auckland. And we'll see you boys up there, eh?
Cheers,
mate. Hey, mate. Cool, mate.
Cheers.
See ya. Well, we got there in the end.
Oh, I was busy. I've been adjusting the volume flat out while everyone's talking, because all 3 of you had different volumes, and that's why I didn't say much in that one. I was busy adjusting backwards and forwards as each person spoke, so I hope it came through clear for everybody out there. I hope I was quick enough with my volume slider to get it right for everybody. But yeah, we press on, kids, we press on, mate.
Oh, exactly. I don't know what it is too with some of the bloody comments coming through. Look, I do apologize. All I'm seeing is names coming up of people who are jumping in and watching. I'm not actually seeing the comments coming through.
Oh, I can read some, bro. So you've got, I'll do that, shall I, while you, just quickly before we bring the boys in. So you've got, Mark Goodman asked about the history of Luke's case gone now. Leighton Glover, go fast, go Rees, go the Nusters, Tracy Sweeney, I think she might have done a mistype there. Yes, she did. I meant to go Buster, she's put next. Carl Carpenter, hope your knees are right, Booker. Yeah, my knees all good, brother. Leighton Glover's there, Samantha and Kiss and Mike Harvey are here, Repco team are watching.
Cool.
Kennedy Brown, got to get a horse to sign my right glove under Kerry's signature. He wants a signature from horse.
Cool.
Mark Goodman, make sure the Busters guys look after Steve McDonald. Thomas Hiranuri, love those tanks, horse. Carlo is Wayne Slater,
Carlo,
big ups for that. That's cool. Good volume books, Paul. So yeah, Scott Honeybone is this weekend, not for points. It's first across the line. I don't know, Scotty. I couldn't confirm that for you. I'm not sure about that, to be honest. But Kins, we should we'll move forward, mate. If we can. A lot of people there up the Busters. They love the Busters, mate. Now we've got the Allstars. Look at that.
Yeah, there's your Auckland team as well. There's Gary and there's Seth. The boys are going to join us to talk about the All-Stars. Hey, boys, how are you? Gary, Seth?
How are you, team?
Shut up.
Oh, gee, you even got a dog in the background with you there, Seth. Hey, what's your dog's name?
Indy.
Gee. You take dog with... sorry?
Hey, she just chills wherever I go.
Go to the track with you, bro?
Oh, when I had the truck, I used to bring 3 dogs.
Holy hell. 3 dogs in a BMX bike. Holy hell. Okay. It is. Gary, mate, how are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Good. Fizzing.
Yeah. Hey, cruising, mate, into it. And you've just had a good holiday down the line. I saw the old photos on Facebook. You got to get a bit of a holiday break in with the family.
I was down there for work, and the family come and jumped in. But no, it was good. We had the weekend, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Mate, another team's event for you back at the home track there. I don't know how many this is. This must be, how many is it actually? How many SuperStock teams nationals have you appeared in now?
Oh, I'm not sure. To be honest. It's I've done a few as 6 driver, and I've done a few now.
Yeah.
Probably last year was probably the most memorable though. I've got to try and stay on my feet this year.
Yeah. A lot of people got to see all that. And obviously having Seth in the team as well, and what you achieved down there in Palmy, or what the Auckland All-Stars achieved, that was pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, we're on a pretty hot run because the meeting before that we won Huntley, so
yes.
We took some good momentum into Palmy, and we sort of kept the same team all the way through with Seth added for Palmy. But we had a pretty mean run at Palmy. It was just a shame the last corner incident really stopped our progress. But as far as coming into this, we're running pretty hot.
Yeah. Mate, Seth, you'll be loving being in amongst the crew with the All-Stars. Love that down in Palmy, especially where you got to on the finals night, mate. And like Gary said, just one of those bloody things. I don't want to go there with that. But, mate, you were just in the zone, eh?
Yeah, no, it's good. Just grateful for the opportunity, and just to race with my idol Gary was just huge, we've known each other for a long time. I raced for the Alley Cats, and we won Huntley together, which was our first big teams meeting. And I know a lot of the boys well, so obviously, I just put my hand up to race for anyone, and they hit me up, and just grateful for the opportunity and stoked I got a run. And the finals night at Palmy was that's another level, and just a cool buzz to be a part of, and the whole team vibe. And it was an epic weekend. Couldn't have gone any better. I mean, results wise, could have this or that, but that's teams racing, shit happens. I blew a drive shaft off the line, and everyone's like, did you tighten the bolts? Well, of course I tightened the bolts, but could have launched it a bit softer, but I don't launch soft, bro. I launch hard.
Exactly. And that's today, anything can happen, Gary. As you would know, you've done many teams, events, stock cars, and super stocks. Got to have lady luck on your side.
Yeah, a lot of it comes down to luck now. You look at some of the big teams at Palmy who really didn't fire, and like there's no pushovers now. Every team sort of could win it. Realistically, I think everyone going this weekend would be reasonably confident. To be fair, so yeah, it's anyone game, and Auckland's a good leveler of a track. It's you get it wrong in a big way pretty fast. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
what's those warm-up laps today?
The warm-up laps.
Warm-up laps.
Gary had a mishap years ago in practice.
We won't talk about that tonight.
Teams has changed a lot though, isn't it, Gary? Like when you're talking about how everyone's got a chance, you can't really pick a team anymore that's going to take it out and be dominant, can you? I mean, like everybody's got good cars. Even all the young guys coming through are keen as, and they're not really making any sort of errors as such. You would say, being new guys to the track either. They seem to come in and are right on the button straight away with the guidance from the rest of the team.
Yeah, you really got to keep watching, like you're saying about watching this in-car and that. You really got to keep watching it all to see these young guys coming through, because you sort of don't take much notice for a few weeks, and next minute there's a new guy on the podium. Like these guys out of mini stocks are jumping into mean gear and really pushing the envelope. It's good. It's great for the sport. But, to be good in the whole teams element, you really got to know your opposition to a degree and know what they're capable of. But everyone's good. You just got to treat everyone as the best, really, and go from there.
Yeah, exactly. That's right, Seth. Do you do any video footage watching of any racing at all, to kind of prepare yourself with teams events as an example? Do you watch any YouTube clips?
Yeah, I watch bits and pieces. Yeah, I've watched a lot over the years, but you just sort of take on the sort of last few years and see what people do. But at the end of the day, that it changes instantly when you're on the track, and you just got to react. And the key is to do your role. You get given a role before the race, and you got to accomplish your role. That's why it's a team race. So if you divert from your role, well, then you're mucking up the team plan. Yes, I think sticking to your role is the key, and then adjusting to that as you go. If we drop a car, then you've got to adjust. But definitely watch bits and pieces. But kind of you're not thinking about any team racing you've watched when you're on the track.
Yeah, that's so true that, it just goes out the back door, some of the stuff you watch, because like you say, anything is possible on the track and anything can bloody happen. And it's mostly 9 times out of 10, you wouldn't expect that to happen. And it's like, holy hell, I've got to change thing now. How did that YouTube video clip go? How did he drive? How did it work? It's like, you just don't have that in your mind to calculate everything when so much is happening out there on the track. You're trying to work out who the hell was winning. Where's your teammate? There's just so much going through your head. If you pull it off, hey, you'll be a hero. If you don't, and you very well know this, if you do big flying in the air, flipping down the back straight like at Palmy, well, that's no good. That's just part of it, mate. That's just bloody team
4 wheels on the ground,
mate. Yeah, got to keep 4 wheels on the ground.
Okay, because that's your role this week, Gary, to keep all 4 on the ground.
Yeah, I went over twice last year, so
that's right.
Really got to sort my crap out. I was actually putting the bottle on, and it's still showing signs of one of those hits last year. So.
Oh shit!
Part of the fun,
I think, but just as you were saying, Kins, like you've got to be on the track. The biggest thing I think I take from videos, if you're saying watching videos, is guys spin up and end up on the infield, and they take too long to come back on the track, and the cars go past. And I've done it myself. I'm guilty for that. U-turning when I should have just pulled back on the track, or that's when you criticize yourself a lot. I think watching back of what you did, you're always your worst critic.
Yeah.
That's what I think any driver would do the same. You see the highlight vids you guys put up, or anyone puts up, and then that's when you criticize yourself. I should have done this. I should have done that. I should have done a reversey in front of Brent. Maybe I would have stopped him and that hurts him, But I knew he would have just blown me apart. So. But that's it. You're always going to say you should have, could have, would have. But that's team racing, You got to just do your best and leave it all out on the track. Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about that particular close part at the North Islands when you're down the back straight there and you just about went up and over and you like did a balance on 2 wheels. It's like we go, what the hell? And boom, back on your wheels to win, eh?
Yeah, I was just sitting there with my head tilted right, hoping it would tip back. And then my wheels would turn it one way, and I was like, do I turn my wheel? I was like, nah, just stay still. So I just stayed still, and then hopefully it started tilting back the other way. Yeah. Brand new kit too, and all painted and sign written. Just picked it up that week. So as I was tipping, I was like, oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah, Scott Honey. Yeah, very fortunate. Scott Honeybone. Hey, Seth Rowe. I love the new red livery on the car, bro. It looks bloody cool. Ross has jumped back in to watch. Thomas Slater, Clive Turner, Robbie Maybe. How are you, Robbie? Regan, Les Shimanot. Obviously, they've got a big day on Sunday at Waihi Beach. At the track there, they've got the mini stock rumble, the old school mini stock rumble going on out there. So, want to go beachside, check out the beautiful view, go along and check out the racing there. And I know there's a big meeting also at Waiharoa Speedway. They've got all sorts of classes racing this weekend. I think they've got the New Zealand adult mini stock champs, which unfortunately I can't make. I'm going to be somewhere else watching some other cars going left and right, left and right, and left and right. But that's just one of those things. Luke Irvine. Hey, Luke, good to have you on the show. Gary, you know, like I said at the start there when we caught up, bro, we spoke about your many years of teams racing with stock cars and super stocks. Just another event, and if you go the way it's going to go, mate, keep it on all fours. You'll be doing it for all the fans that'll be up there. You get a big fan base from Auckland at the home track.
Yeah, we certainly do. We've been pretty spoilt with fans and all pretty loyal, from the old drivers to some of the older crew. We've got the old campers that follow us around, and it's pretty cool. It makes it all worthwhile doing it, and hopefully Auckland has the vibe it did. I think last year, man, it was crazy. It had that palmy vibe in the pits. You barely could move around the cars, and that's cool. You know, that's what we all do it for. It's definitely makes it all a whole lot more exciting when you're going on the track to a full crowd. But hope this weather buggers off and gives us a good chance of it.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because you almost showed the closest out of all of us to the track. What's that weather looking like in your opinion? You know how Auckland works and how it changes, and different areas have different weather patterns. What's it going to do, mate?
Today it was beautiful sunshine and started pissing down, so it's a lottery, It's a lottery, but it showed glimpses of being a bit better on the weather forecast today, so still a couple of days away, so we're hoping.
Yeah.
I think you just got to treat it like it's going to be fine, don't you? And just go. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
All those fans out there watching.
It's hard as a driver too when you get in your head and thinking it's going to get rained out, and you I know personally, you get into that sort of a bit complacent that it's not going to happen, and then next minute it happens, you get a bit caught off guard, to be fair, but it's a matter of keeping yourself in the game, eh?
Yeah, it is. Like I was in the main street here in Pairo on Saturday. I've been to watch a bit of rugby with the grandson, and I come into town and I was just pissing down. Then I seen all the super saloons going past, going to Baypark, and then they just stopped parked by the LNP bottle, and you can see them all on their phones ringing up what's going on, because it was just pissing down. Blow me away. The bloody sun come out, then they had the meeting. That's just one of those things. That's why we say, fans, if you're going to go, commit, because anything is possible. We've been to many events, all of us have, and the rain's just rained all the way to the track. Then all of a sudden it's cleared up, becomes sunny, and the rain's gone around, you know?
Yeah.
It's just one of those things.
The good thing about Bruce, too, is he will give it a good chance. If there's a chance, it will be running, you know? And if there's a chance, he'll make it happen, basically. So, yeah, fingers crossed we can get across the line, because it should be a hummer of a meeting. Looking at teams and drivers, it should be pretty good.
So, well, he tried to push Parby with a good chance, but we got hit with some hail and lightning. Well, hey, we're fans. We're nuts, but we're fans, and we love being in amongst it.
Yeah. Got it done at the end of the weekend, so that was all that mattered.
Yeah, well, that's right. So as a driver, for both of you guys, you turn up to the track and you're for teams and you're ready to go and you're pumped up, and if that rain comes and it has to be, something gets postponed, how do you deal with that as a driver? Like, because you're so amped to go, is it quite a letdown for you, and then to reset yourself for the next day, or how do you prepare for in a situation like that? We'll start with you, Seth.
Oh, generally you go pop the chili bin. No, you got to make the most of your weekend, and it's about fun, I like to go and have a laugh and enjoy it. But yeah, once you, for me, it's once you start turning on for racing, then you got to turn on, and it's like footy, same. On the way to there in the bus or train, once you get there and start warming up, you switch on. So again, everyone's different. But I like to go, socialise, but don't get out of control. Just have fun with your mates and make the most of it. Because as Horse mentioned earlier, it's crew, it's family. There's everyone that makes all the effort. You got to make it fun for everyone. And at the end of the day, it's a team sport, but it's a selfish sport. Like, we're the only one that drives, like me and Gary, and he's got a huge family, and I've got a big crew, people that travel. All my crew live in Hamilton, and they commit, they take time off work. So you got to make it enjoyable for them. Go out for a meal and shout them a beer and, go have a boogie, whatever. Then fire up the next day.
I think it's always tough when you race at home too, because you sort of lose. I've always found in the past you sort of lose that team environment thing. So majority of us are all going to old Craig Chatfield's house, and we'll stay in there this weekend to try and really get the team vibe and camaraderie and all the boys together to keep that edge. Because I think for us at Palmy and that we're a pretty tight knit unit, and everyone got along and everyone has a laugh, and that's what it's about, Like Seth said, like we all give up a lot to do it, so it does have to be enjoyable for everyone, for the families. And yeah,
that to me seems like a great idea, kid, because you think about it, when the teams go away together as a track and they spend that whole weekend together, and when it's your home track, you all go back to your own houses where you're not spending that same time together like all the other teams are. So doing what you guys are doing, like staying at Chatties like that for the weekend, I think that's a great idea. Even though you're all local, you're still spending that whole weekend together as a team, and that camaraderie sticks with you, eh?
Yeah, 100%. And like, Chatty's got a big spa bath, bro, so we have like team bonding,
I think Davey Ferguson was upset when Chatty told everyone to bring their togs today, so I was a bit concerned about that.
But no, you're 100% right, Book. That's it. You want to have that camaraderie and the team environment and the culture, and again, the families get together and the kids play, and everyone cooks up together, makes a minkai in the morning and lunch, and it's everyone works on the cars together, and you travel as a unit, Yeah. And that's what makes it. And that's the environment you want, Like say Palmy was epic. We had a Aztec motel put us up, and what an epic 3 days. They accommodate us for the next day. They move rooms around so we could all stay, and I think they pushed some people out so we could stay in there. But it was epic. It was the vibe. The Allstars have got is pretty special. It's a good unit.
Cool.
And I'm guessing you rebooked the Aztec for next year already, eh? No doubt you got to book the place back to back, eh?
Yeah. I think the Allstars are pretty much own a spot there on my Tangi weekend.
See, and like Seth said, Gary, this team camaraderie only just builds like a brotherhood together and can only cement and make you stronger. Obviously, getting prepared, and Chatty's done a good thing to have you all there as well. Put the spa pool aside, but just coming together as a full team, it just does the trick, really.
It does, and when you got that trust off the track, you've got more trust on the track, and a lot of these guys you race with week in, week out, and then you get chucked into that team environment thing, but you don't know a lot of these guys properly, It's all well and good to build up next to someone, but when you actually know them off the track and know what they're about, you take a lot of it onto the track, and I think it's pretty important, to be fair.
Let's talk about the importance of 6-car teams now, because obviously the biggest thing is safety for drivers, not putting a driver into a completely strange car in some sense. When they've got their own car, they know they can fit into the set. The comfort around that, they can feel secure because they drive their car week in and week out. I'm guessing it's a bloody good thing to have the 6-car deal.
Oh, I personally think it is 100%. Yeah, and you sort of, unfortunately, in the past, you sort of have guys that probably are sort of okay, but not 100%.
Yeah.
And you're sending them back out because at the end of the day, you want to field a full team for the finals. And like, how many times at Palmies do you see a team go out wounded and they're already like they've already lost technically, you know? So ideally, the way it is now, everybody should be safe, be able to go to work on a Monday, and basically still field a full team for the final and put on a men's show for the crowd. You know? So there's a lot of positives to come out of it. I don't think there's any negatives with the whole. The only thing is, it's another car that has to travel. It's more accommodation, but at the end of the day, safety comes first. You know, like, we've all got families, and it's only a hobby at the end of the day. You know.
Yeah. Well, you're 100% right. Merchant, I know Booker has an Auckland Allstars autograph bloody shirt next to him. Where is it? Look at him. Look at him. Yeah, he's got the autographs on the man.
All signed by the team. Look at that.
It's good to see you wearing it over the weekend, mate.
Yeah, I'll wear it. Well, I'm not going to be there, so I'll wear it while you're racing on the TV, bro. I'll take a photo and send it to you, Gary.
Yeah, good on you. So have you guys got any Auckland merch left over or anything like that, or anything at the track that may be available for the fans? Do you guys know? Or?
Unfortunately, we don't. I asked a question today, but our sales went through the roof at Palmy. So, and like everyone says, it's a pretty hard time at this time of the year to commit to getting more. Just like if it rains out this weekend, we're stuck with a whole lot of this year's kit, you know, unfortunately. But we were blown away by the amount of support and that we had at Palmy. So, yeah, it sort of caught us off guard a little bit, to be fair. In the past, we've sort of taken a lot home, you know, and you struggle to get rid of it, to be fair. So,
I don't know the crew ever missed out because they were too slow trying to buy it, eh?
I love the crew. Oh,
you can pre-order it though. It's if anyone's interested, hit up the page. So
see. Cool. Hey Seth, after this weekend, mate, I suppose you're going to assess the damage on your car, see what happens. Have you got anything planned or any other racing to do after this weekend, or is that it?
I'll probably just try and get through the weekend and see how bad I do pullouts, and then go from there, eh?
Yeah. So what do you do in the off season? What do you do in the off season, Seth? What does Seth do?
Oh, just try hibernate a little bit, save a bit of coin, eh? Just a wage earner. So I actually got a new job in a teaching space, which has been my goal for a while. So pretty stoked about that.
Cool.
But you know, teachers and tertiary tutors and educators don't get paid bugger all, eh? So it's pretty rough. So no more pies in the week, bro. Making my lunch every day.
Oh, yeah. Good
and
on you, bro.
but just I like chilling out, eh? You know, take the dogs for walks, and you know, go to the redwoods a lot in the lake, and just chill out, eh? Be good, bro. Light the fire, Netflix, chill.
Yeah, oh, good on you, bro. And of course, you're down at the beach. And you were chilling down at the beach over the weekend just gone.
Yeah. I was doing mahi for Ultimate Athlete as my mate Gav runs, and I'm course director for it. So it's good gig, and cool to still see people froth on competing an event, you know, and finishing it. It's a lot of general population people that give it a crack, so it's pretty rewarding. It's a lot of hard work setting it up. Unload 4 containers into this, 26 obstacles spread out, and it's cool though. Once people are doing it, they're pretty frothing, and they lift your vibe, and it's just an event that people do, and it's cool, good reward, and but you're busy. So I prepped my car last weekend, and been working since last Monday until today, till Friday. Go to work 3 hours and then shoot up to Auckland.
Bro, any truth to the rumours you going to get on the stage in the fitness competition or anything like that? Put on a show?
Oh, yeah, bro. No, I'm booked in. Yep, 100%.
What kid?
I'll be going up to Mumsy, bro. She's got it covered, eh?
Get you on there in your Speedos, bro, showing your body off, eh?
The only one that sees me in Speedos is Gary and Mumsy, bro.
I'm so grateful about it too.
Today was good skinny to put the Aztec after the finals. That was good fun.
It's been pretty good, bro.
Yeah. Hey, Gary, what do you do all season, mate? Once the season's over, I'm guessing that'll be you. Put the car away. Do you do family stuff or get out to any other sports or follow anything else in the off season?
It's pretty good to have family time. I've got 2 young kids, so need to really focus on that a fair bit. But we've got a little boat that's really been neglected over the whole summer, which would be nice to get out in a bit. And I also play soccer, but
Choice.
yeah, it's sort of pretty average these days. But
He's Goldberg, bro. Goldberg.
Yeah. I could concentrate on eating pies and making myself big, so it's not the ball.
Hey. Oh, as long as you do something, mate, as long as you guys are having fun, that's what we're about on our show, having fun, having a good bloody laugh, and just, sharing the aspects of what happens when you get prepared for a race. Anyway, and I should have said this at the start too, which I didn't. You guys, obviously, we can't do this without crews, family commitment. Horse pretty well covered all of that off with all the people that's behind the scenes. But there's also sponsors. In case someone threes in the deep end. Has someone got sponsors list handy for me, please?
Yeah, I've got a list of sponsors, and we've just had Safe Store come on again, like big time for next year, which we're muchly grateful for. And the list of our sponsors is Safe Store, obviously, Tarrant Contracting, Above All Electrical, GDK Contract Placing, Valley and Mitzi Wreckers, Welding Technology, Cargo Coordinators, Pack and Safe, Whangarei, King Signs, and John Burton Engineering.
Awesome.
And we actually had a bit of a driver change as of today too. Cody McKee's engine's not quite ready, so he's had to withdraw, which is a bit of a shame. And Caleb Ashton stepping up. Oh. He's already raced this season, so yeah, like pretty last minute, but he's a good little charger, and we're pretty excited to have him part of it. And yeah,
cool, mate, cool. There you go. That's another thing you get to do with the show. You get the latest what's happening. Only days out on the event.
That's two announcements.
Yeah, that's hot off the press,
Yeah, there you go. So that'll squash all the. Sorry, Karen.
I actually just got a continuum transfunctioner put in my car too. So yeah.
Whatever helps you do, we'll take it.
Yeah, I got one for you too, guys. Don't worry, bro.
Good.
What is it?
Continuum transfunctioner.
Ask her when you catch up with them in the pits game. What the hell that is?
As long as he's got clothes on, I'll be happy, mate. It doesn't really matter what he's
Oh, wicked. Hey, Samantha. Yeah, I do look like bloody Papa Smurf, eh? Bloody hell. There we go.
There's been some good comments and up a lot of supporters there for you guys in the comments as well, as per usual.
Sure.
All these others having comments between each other, having their own little chat going on.
Having their own chats, eh?
Having their own little bloody corner all going on, you fellas. Holy hell. Yeah. And Wayne was like, should we go and play Fortnite, bro? Never mind yours. Anyway, that's us, I think that's a wrap for the day and for the night and for this week. Boys, wish you all the best. Well, I know you got to travel, Seth, so safe travels home to Hawkesbury. You, Gary, I know you're just up the road a bit further, but to all the team and obviously to now young Caleb Ashton who's coming to the team. And mate, it's bloody cool. Cheers, boys. We'll see you in Auckland and all the best and good luck. Oh, you got one more thing, bro?
I just want to shout out to the new Rush Sim Racing that Chatty's put up with the dirt. Try to get some people out to that, because that'll be a mean get up for a lot of Speedboat people to have a crack in a moving simulator with SuperStock. That'd be pretty wicked, eh? I'm sure you guys know a lot about that as well. So
yeah, we said that at the start of the show about I think Friday's opening up early and then Saturday. So yeah, but it's in.
I'm pretty sure if it rains on Friday, we'll probably try and get there as a team because there's a little bar there as well. So
okay.
Try and push it from the Allstars side, maybe. We'll see how things go, but hopefully the rain buggers off and we don't have to worry about that. But
exactly, get on the real track, eh?
Yeah.
Well, good luck, boys, for your weekend. I hope you can follow that form you had from Palmy. It was just a little bit of luck that you away at Palmy. Maybe that luck will come this weekend. So all the best, guys.
Thanks very much, guys. You guys are doing great stuff for us, and yeah, it's really cool. Really cool.
It is. Cheers, boys.
Cheers, man.
Catch us later. See ya.
See you.
See ya later. Cheers. Bit of fun. Having a bit of fun.
I think everyone is for this weekend, mate. I really love that idea, too, Kins, that they're going somewhere, being a local team, but going somewhere to be together. To me, that's smart to me, because that is a big part of it. When you travel as a team to an event, or with your mates to an event, it makes that bit more of a bond, and you see it. When you see a team performing on the track, you go and see them in the pits, and they're all laughing and chatting and carrying on, and when you see a team not performing so well and you go to the pits, you'll see them, they're all sort of separated, and you know what I mean? So I think doing that and creating that environment for themselves is a fantastic idea.
Yeah. I've done many of that type of stuff with my coaching over the many years of so much sports. I think that's the best thing, is team morale and team bonding just can be that next thing that gets you over the line to either win whatever you do. But their camaraderie, it's more than what you achieve on the track. It's that friendship, like some of the boys have said. They get to know the individual a lot better than just parking up the next to them on a racetrack or anything you do out there. Team bonding is a huge importance of any success, and you get to know strengths and weaknesses, but you kind of lift up your teammate, whatever it is. Whether it's in racing, what's happening this weekend, or anything out there, you can't beat it. If you can grasp that and share that into a younger age, coming on through in any code or anything these kids do, they move into an adult sport, you've got it won. You pretty well got it won.
100%,
so that's where it starts.
And we've been lucky enough to see that this season with all the travelling and talking to a lot of the teams and talking to drivers and just the groups of people travelling together and stuff like that as well, We get to see it all the time, and when you see them in the pits, even if it's not a teams event, just like mates, you see those guys laughing, and you see them, and it always reflects back on the track, eh? So, I think that's I do think that's a big part of it, eh? It's like the old saying, you used to say, happy wife, happy life. I think it's happy SuperStock driver, you get the results, mate, so... Yeah.
Well, we see it a lot. We're very fortunate because we stick around and being able to stay in the pits after most go home and head home after watching racing. Yes, it's a long event, but we get a chance to mix and mingle with the drivers. But the drivers from other cars, they all come together, share food, have a drink, have a good laugh, enjoy themselves. Don't talk about it on the track, because what happens on the track stays there.
Yeah.
But that friendship and the strength, not only between drivers, but it's their kids. It's their families, it's their crews, it's their wives, it's their girlfriends, it's their partners. It's just huge. There is a big, massive scene in our sport that happens in the pits during, before, and even after. But we see all the action on the track. And I think that's what people need to realize sometimes. Stop being keyboard warriors and saying you can do this, they should do that. There is a lot more for it. And I like what Hall said. It's all about those people who invest so much into these drivers, into the sport they love, that need to be thanked. And he hit it right on the head, actually. Thanked all of those people. There's just such a big drive behind the teams and success. So that's my last 2 cents.
Yeah, and the other thing is too, like you said about keyboard warriors, that mate, is it takes a lot more effort and time to say something negative than it does to say something positive.
Yep.
So exactly. Say something positive and stay positive, you'll be happier, and it takes less effort. So,
Be happy.
Be happy, that's right. Have fun, like we do.
Yeah.
Hey.
Like Bobby McFerrin said, don't worry.
Yeah, I've had that playing in my camper a couple of times. I drive down the road, people have heard it. Hey, sitting there jigging away.
That's us, folks. Hey, thank you very much to each and one of you all for joining us. Obviously, it's a big weekend of Speedway up there in Auckland. There's a few tracks racing up and down the country. Go and check them all out as well. But also, if you head into Taupo to watch the V8 supercars, big build-up I saw on the motorway, the cars on the truck just heading through, just huge. But it's going to be a huge weekend.
Take your time and be safe on the roads, people.
Be safe, yeah. Weather's looking a bit bloody shitty over the next few days, so just be safe out there. That's us wrapping up for the TWS, PTS Logistics SuperStock Teams National Build-Up on Friday. Super Saloon Champs also on Saturday. Modifieds and Street Stocks. But get yourself trackside, put your bum in the seat up there at Prestige Pools, Waikaraka Park, and enjoy a big weekend. Video Hub, the only place. Don't worry about those scamming rubbish ones. Click out on Video Hub. But
and don't start complaining about video. But if you want to complain, jump in your car and go drive to the track. Simple.
Yeah. See this.
Okay, team, have a
Take
happy
care,
day, and we'll see you next week. I'm not sure what we've got on, but I'm sure there's something coming up. Okay, team, thank you. Thanks, kids.
Thanks, Books. See ya.
Holy snapping duck shit.
My good mate from Bump and Run Booker joins us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot now.